Hello students, today I am going to continue with the topic environmental chemistry. We have already discussed about environmental pollution. It is the effect of undesirable changes in our surroundings that have harmful effect on plants, animals and human beings. The entire ecosystem gets disturbed because of the pollutants around us. Smog is one of the major problems these days that is occurring in New Delhi especially. Smog is a mixture of smoke, dust particles, small drops of fog. They combine to form smog. As you can see in this picture, India Gate is almost invisible, right? You can only just uh, find it little bit up here, but otherwise it's not at all visible. So this is the effect of smog. There are two types of smog, classical smog and photochemical smog. Classical smog occurs in cool humid climate while photochemical smog occurs in warm, dry and sunny climate. Classical smog is due to smoke, fog and sulfur dioxide. It is also known as reducing smog, while photochemical smog is usually caused by the action of sunlight on unsaturated hydrocarbon and oxides of nitrogen produced by automobiles and factories. It is also called oxidizing smog. Not only troposphere, stratosphere is also hugely affected by pollution around us. Above troposphere in the atmosphere, between 10 to 50 km above sea level lies stratosphere. And ozone layer is the major constituent of stratosphere. The presence of ozone in stratosphere prevents about 99.5% of the sun's harmful ultraviolet radiations from reaching the earth's surface and thereby protecting humans and other animals from its effect. So there is ecological balance maintained by nature in making and breaking of ozone. So let's see how is ozone formed. O2 in the presence of ultraviolet radiations dissociate in nascent oxygen, and then nascent oxygen combines with oxygen molecule to form ozone. The reaction remains equilibrium because ultraviolet rays are also responsible for the dissociation of ozone. So ultraviolet rays are consumed in the formation and breakdown of ozone layer, and hence they do not reach to the surface of earth. Ozone is thermodynamically unstable and decomposes to molecular oxygen. Thus, a dynamic equilibrium exists between the production and decomposition of ozone molecules by the help of ultraviolet rays. But these days there is depletion of ozone layer going on, and the main reason for that is chlorofluorocarbons or freons. The major sources of freons are refrigerator, air conditioner, production of plastic foam, and by the electronic industry for cleaning computer parts, etc. Due to the presence of chlorofluorocarbons in the atmosphere, following reactions occur because chlorofluorocarbons absorb ultraviolet rays and convert chlorofluorocarbon into chlorine radical. This chlorine radical reacts with ozone and causes its dissociation. So what is the effect of depletion of ozone layer? By the depletion of ozone layer, ultraviolet rays will reach to the surface of earth and they will cause so many harmful effects to humans and animals and plants. So let's see. Ultraviolet radiations lead to aging of skin, cataract, sunburn, skin cancer, killing of many phytoplanktons, damage to fish productivity, etc. It has also been reported that plant proteins get easily affected by ultraviolet radiations, which leads to harmful mutation of cells. So gene mutation is another problem. It also increases evaporation of surface water through the stomata of the leaves and decreases the moisture content of the soil. Increase in ultraviolet radiations damage paints and fibers, causing them to fade faster. So many harmful effects that is caused by ozone layer depletion. We must take steps to avoid all such pollutants in our daily lives. We should try to use judiciously all the resources judiciously. Thank you.